and welcome to my channel. I'm Nash and today we are going to sit down and I'm going to show you guys how I do my at-home blowout, of course at home. What you need to create an at-home blowout, and I'll tell you it's really not that much. I don't use products in my hair, so if you're curious to see how I create this kind of blowout with no products, just a blow dryer and a brush, then make sure you just keep on watching. Good morning. I wanted to sit down. I was about to go thinking about what I was going to film today, and then I realized I needed to shower and wash my hair this morning. And usually when I wash my hair, I do blow my hair out just because it lasts the longest, where when I straighten it, it doesn't last very long and it just doesn't look cute for very long. Whereas when I blow it out, it usually lasts for like 3 or 4 days. I can usually wear that style for no problem, and that helps when I usually wash my hair like once a week. So I wanted to sit down with you guys and show you today how I blow my hair out. So obviously I'm starting with old hair. It's pretty greasy, not gonna lie. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my hairbrush before I jump in the shower, and I'm just gonna brush my hair. Because you're going to be running through with wet hair after you're out of the shower with a brush, it's just going to really help if your hair is brushed out previously before wetting it. Otherwise, you're just going to have a little bit of a harder time afterwards. Alright, so my hair is completely brushed out. There shouldn't be any tangles left in it. I'm going to hop in the shower, I'm going to wash my hair, and then I'm going to come back here and show you guys how I blow my hair out. Alright, so I've clearly just gotten out of the shower. My hair is still wet here. So I just kind of brought in what you're gonna need, and I'll tell you right now, you don't need a lot. Lots of people go in with, I look crazy. Lots of people go in with different like hair products, oils, all this kind of fancy stuff. I don't go in with anything, you guys. I get out of the shower after shampoo and conditioning, and that's it. So all you need, or all I use at least, is a blow dryer with this, I'm not a hair expert, I don't even know what this is called, with this sort of tip. So it's just like an attachment that you add onto it, something like that. You're gonna need obviously a round brush, excuse all the hair, doesn't matter what brand, what kind. I mean, some are probably better, but I don't know, like I said, I don't know hair. And then you're gonna need a clip as well. That's that. Let me just go ahead and throw my hair down. Alright, you guys, so this is what my hair looks like natural. 100% natural, and I feel like my screen's really bright. Nothing done, just out of the shower. So what I like to do, take my brush and just really lightly brush over. This is why we brushed it before we showered, is because now we can just run over it really smoothly. We're not gonna have to pull out really any knots at all. And when you're brushing your hair, especially when it's wet, always start from the bottom and then kind of work your way to the top. Just if there is any knots, you'll get them earlier on, if that makes sense, and then that way you're not pulling through like the top of your hair trying to get this knot out. It's just healthier for your hair, especially when it's wet. Goodness, you guys, bear with me here. I know I'm doing this whole video with like no makeup on, I'm sorry. I do makeup on after I'm done, but I'm not putting makeup on to get hot. So what I like to do next is when I blow out my hair, I like to work in 3 sections. I am just going to willy-nilly take up my first section of hair. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's really not a big deal. I just kind of like to plop it on the top of my head, and then grab your little clip that I said you were gonna need and just put that up at the top. So then you're left with about this much. This is about 1/3 of my hair. Now obviously I'm not going to be able to talk when the blow dryer is on because it's just going to be way too loud. So I'll just kind of show you guys what I do. Walk you through the first step without actually blow drying it. So what I do is obviously I take my blow dryer. So I take my brush, I put it underneath so the hair falls in it. I take my blow dryer, obviously this will be on, and I just have my blow dryer right at the comb. I run it down, run it down, run it down. And then when I get to the end, so there's maybe about 2 or 3 inches left in the hair, I just slowly start to curl it in, turning my hand, curling, curling, until I let it go. And then I'll do that about twice, maybe 3 times on each strand until it's completely dry. So you can just go ahead and watch. If I think of something while I'm doing it, I will turn the blow dryer off and let you guys know. I forgot. So when I first start on the first time, what I do before I start taking it down is just kind of blow dry like right at the root, and then I'll attach it and start going down. That was just one time over, and it's still a little bit damp, so I'm just gonna do it one more time, same thing. One thing that you're supposed to do that even I struggle with, like I don't do it half the time, is when you're blow drying, you're gonna try and want to blow, like have the blow dryer facing downwards instead of up, because if you're facing it up, you're gonna get all your little wispy hairs starting to come out, whereas this will kind of tame them into a downwards motion. Now I have troubles with that, so you're gonna see me going upwards probably through half the video, so don't mind that, but if you can, try and do that. Now I take about a section about this big, so this is maybe, I don't know measurements, an inch of hair, maybe? And I just brush it through once with my round brush before I go in, place it. And then grab that section one more time. Now that one is still a little bit down, so I'm gonna go in a third time. So you just wanna make sure that it feels, I mean, more or less dry to the touch. So that's more or less what I do for the bottom and the middle layer. So what I'm gonna do is just throw myself and fast forward. If I think of something while I'm doing it, I'll come back and let you guys know. But otherwise, that's more or less, like I just said, repeat yourself. More or less what I do for the full bottom and middle layer. And then once we get to the top layer, it's gonna be a little bit different, more or less the same, but just a little bit different. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright you guys, so once you have your bottom section done, if there is, like when I felt like everything was completely dry, but now when I feel like the root's still a little bit wet. So what I do is just take it and then I just kind of run it over the back. Quickly brush it out first, just to make sure that everything is straight down, and then just blow dry the back down. Alright, so now I'm just gonna remove what I had clipped up, and then just clip up the top layer, and then you're left with your middle layer, and you continue on with the same thing you just did for the bottom layer. Alright you guys, so when we get to the top layer, you can go ahead, remove your clip, and then we have the top layer here. It's obviously still wet. So what I do for the complete top layer is I flip everything. So if this piece is supposed to be on this side, my left side, when I blow dry it, I'm gonna blow dry it as if it's supposed to be on my right side. So I'll blow dry it this way and out. Same thing, this over here, I flip it over, blow dry this way. Same thing with this side, flip it over that side. When it comes to the back, instead of blow drying it back, I will take it and flip it over front and blow dry it that way. So that way everything, when you flip it back over, has like excess volume to it and your hair looks really luscious and voluminous and all that kind of fun stuff. So just take it over here. Alright you guys, so I've completely finished blow drying my hair. Now what you could do if you wanted to make it a little bit more straight is you could just run over it quickly with a straightener, but I actually kind of like the look of this, and then as it kind of continues throughout the week, it turns into a really nice thing. So I don't go in with a straightener usually, the odd time I will, but I am just gonna quickly go and apply my makeup, and then we'll come back to wind this video up. Alright you guys, so this is the completed look for the blowout. The makeup I did, at least the eyeshadow today, will have gone up already, I believe, so you can check out that link just up here. I kind of showed you guys how to create a natural eyeshadow look with hooded eyes. So when you have troubles with like putting eyeshadow in your crease and then opening your eyes up and the eyeshadow is gone, you can't see it anymore, I kind of showed you some tricks of how to combat that with a natural look and without drooping your eyes down as well. But this is how my blowout looks when it's all done. Just looks really big, really bouncy, really loose and fluffy. Like you can flip it over just seamlessly and it just goes and it looks so bouncy and nice. Otherwise, if you enjoyed today's video, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I do post a new video every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel, so you don't want to miss out on that. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and we will see you in my next video. Bye guys.